everyone, welcome to Lilybugs Library. My name's Linda, or welcome back. And we're going to talk today about plans and goals and 2025 versus 2026. We got all the stuff. And happy almost Christmas to anyone who's watching, if that's what you celebrate. If you celebrate other things, happy Yule, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a good rest of your week because it kind of extends into everything, doesn't it? All right, so let's talk about my goals for 2025 and how I did. So I had quite a few. I had put them into categories. So I had hobbies, which was to make 3 cards a month, epic fail. Uh, Diamond painting, did some of that. And finish a painting, which I did not do. I had one that was quite large, and I think I actually got rid of it. It was too much. It was too big. Socially, I had to find one new pen pal, which I did. Go to one social activity a quarter, which I don't know as I've went to one a quarter, but I've probably went to more in the last 2 quarters than I did the rest of the year, so it probably made up for it. And then reach out to 2 friends on Facebook to see how they are each quarter. I'm barely on Facebook at all, so really haven't done that. Spiritually, I was going to memorize a passage once a month. It could be like the Bible or poetry or something. So I did do that for about 7 months, and then I just kind of stopped. I don't know what happened, but anyway, I just haven't done it since. Online goals, post at least once a month on my Instagram. I get rid of that Instagram. I've still got my personal one, but one for the YouTube channel. It was just too much. It was, more than I wanted to deal with, so it's gone. And read a spiritual or biblical book once a quarter. I've been doing that, but they've been mostly fictional. Online goals, or maybe I already said that. I think I went back up instead of down. Learn more about video editing. I still haven't done that. I know enough to get by, and that's about it. Work on my Duolingo 15 days a month. I haven't touched Duolingo in ages. So yeah, we're not hitting some of these. Physical health, exercise 3 times a week. Depends on the week. Depends on how I feel. Try to increase my speed or incline on the treadmill. Haven't done that. Which reminds me, I don't even think I put any physical health goals for 2026. Home, declutter a room every 2 months. Probably not. I mean, maybe I decluttered a drawer every 2 months or a shelf. Take everything off the cloud I pay for. I did do that. Have a no spend month. No, haven't done that. Journal every day. No. Practice mindfulness. No. Only look at 1 news article a day. Definitely doing that. Probably not even looking more than once a week. And learn 1 new thing every 6 months. I don't think so. Now my reading goals, read 5 books off my bookshelves a quarter. I've read probably 4 books off my bookshelf, maybe 5, but 4 I can remember. Read 5 nonfiction books in a year. I don't think I did that. Read 3 books with my word of the year. So for 2025, my word of the year was accept or acceptance. I don't think I read any books with that word. Utilize my library more. I have been doing that. I have been getting a lot of books from the library, digitally, but still, it's the library. Physically go to a library. No, it's just too hard for me to get there. Read 2 classics a year. I did do that. Read 10 physical books a year. 4, 5, 6. I might have read like maybe 6 or 7, but probably not as many as that. So that was what I did for 2025. So that's good, right? I mean, we hit a couple. And how did you do with yours? I'd like to hear in the comments. Did you have some goals you were looking to really punch out this year, and did you do it? So my goals for 2026, I I kept it a lot simpler this year. So for hobbies, it was work on my piano and use up stock. So I have a lot of crafting supplies, and I really need to start using them because it's getting to be it's a lot. You know, I have a lot, enough that I would probably not use it in my whole lifetime. So I need to start, working my way through it. Spiritual, continue working our way through the Max Lucado devotionals. Max Lucado, Lucado, I think it's Lucado. He is a Christian writer, and he has a devotional for each book of the Bible. So we've started working our way through those, and they're good. So online goals, take a course. I was very vague about that. So I didn't even say what course, but hopefully before the year's out, I might do that. Physical health, I just put continue the treadmill and work on pacing. So anyone with a chronic illness knows pacing is very important, not doing so much that you crash and then have to have a recovery day. You have to kind of pace yourself, just do a little bit and then stop, rest for a bit, go back, do more. So it's not easy to do because we all just get in that mindset of we want to get it done, but we can't really do that. At home, I said cook or bake more adventurous food. We do that a little bit. We're still getting that food box, chef's plate. So sometimes what I choose for that is different than what we might normally cook. And I did, there's a store, I don't know, probably about an hour from us, and they have all different kinds of meats there. And I ended up cooking, I think it was yak, and made meatballs out of that. They were pretty good. So, just different things like that. We watch so many cooking shows and baking shows, and it really makes you start to think that, like, oh, I need to do that. Uh, but that's just me. Mental goals, not to be so hard on myself. Uh, I have a perfectionist problem, and my word of the year actually for 2026 is gentle, as in be gentle with myself, because if I don't do something perfectly, I tend to get down on myself. So it's trying not to be like that. And then journaling, which, if you remember, it was on that 2025 list too. So we'll see if I'm any better at it this year. Social plan. I put monthly dinner parties. That was probably a little bit of a stretch. Maybe quarterly dinner parties, just with like one or two couples. We've had a lot of beautiful invitations to people's homes and really enjoyed our time there. But you also feel like you have to reciprocate. So we need to do some of that. Reading goals. I watched Tristan and the Classics, which is a YouTube channel, and I really enjoy it. And he suggested reading 12 pages a day of a classic, and you'd basically be done it before you could blink. And so I think that I will start doing that, or if not a classic that month, maybe a nonfiction book, because those are always the hardest ones for me to get through. I tend to stick more to, I guess, easier reads just because I'm busy. Read 2 books off my bookshelves a quarter. Hi, I've changed spots. I was in the middle of that video, and actually I finished the video, and then when I went to edit it, realized that it had stopped at about 8 minutes, and I wasn't done. So anyway, I'm back now. So I was saying about reading 2 books off my bookshelves a quarter, so that's 8 a year. So I think that's definitely doable. Read 3 nonfiction books in a year. I have a lot of nonfiction books that I really want to get to. So I think that one's doable as well. And complete 3 books with my word of the year in the title. So 3 books with the word gentle or gentleness or something like that in the title. So, a shorter list this year, but really one that I think is quite doable. So the other thing I want to talk about is the series that I'm going to either continue this year or start new this year. So I won't go into all the ones I'm going to start new because it's a very long list. But some of the ones I'm going to continue are the Magical Cat series by Sophie Kelly. Absolutely love that one. It's got, let's see if I can remember their names. Oh, Owen and Hercules are the cats, and they are adorable. So I really like that one. Um, I seem to have, when I look at my list of series to continue, a lot of them are animal related. So there's the Bought the Farm Cozies by Ellen Riggs, and that has a border collie named Keats. There's the Norwegian Forest Cat Cozies by Ginty James, and that one has Annie, who's the Norwegian Forest Cat. The Seaside Cafe Cozies by Bree Baker. Although I think she does have a cat, the cat is not the focus. So that one is just, I just really enjoy the fact that it's at the seaside, and I really like the characters in it. So that one stays. The Cheese Shop Mysteries by Karina Moss. That one stays. Really like the characters in that one too. The Magical Mains Cozies by Stella Bixby. I've only read, I haven't read very many in that one, but I did enjoy it, so we'll keep going with that one. The Timeless series by Gabrielle Mayer. That one kind of snuck in under the radar. Um, I read one based on what B had said on Mama Needs to Read Romance, and they are like a time traveling romance series, and just so good, so captivating. So I've read, I think I've read up to three now, so sticking with that one. The Shady Hollow series by Juno Black. That one's a lot of fun and has a lot of animals in it, like it's all animals. And so really enjoy that one. Very whimsical and cute, and so I'll continue with that one. The Cat Who Mysteries by Lillian Braun Jackson, and that one. I haven't read very many in it, but I actually have quite a few on my shelves. So interested to kind of read more of that one and see what I really feel about it. The Honey Bee and Bee Cozy Mysteries by Sue Hollowell. If you've been here more than a hot minute, you know how much I love bees. So anything that's bee related. The Scottish Bookshop Mysteries by Paige Shelton. That was another one that kind of slipped in that I didn't really see coming. It was I had read one or listened to one on Audible, and it was so good. I ended up listening to like two or three more. So really enjoy that one, and really like the characters in it, and just the fact that the main character has come to Scotland. She's not actually from Scotland, so it's her interacting with the people in the town. So that can be a lot of fun. The Inspector Gamache series, of course, by Louise Penny. I'm kind of all over the place in that series. I have read the first 4 or 5 books, and then I actually have read some in the middle, and then I've read the last couple. But still have a lot that I haven't read, so it'll happen. The Molly Murphy Mysteries by Reese Brown. I really like those, and I tried to go back to the beginning to start them, but that hasn't happened. So whether I do that or whether I just continue on, I'm not sure. And the Meg Lanslow series is the other one. That one's by Donna Andrews, and really enjoy that one too. And I love the titles like "Owl Will Be Home for Christmas" and all these different ones. They're so cute. So that's another series I'll continue. There's a few that didn't make the cut to continue, and a lot of them wouldn't be necessarily popular, that like a lot of people would disagree with me. But there's one that was a Skeleton in the Family Mysteries, and I actually read quite a few of them, probably like 4. And although they're cute, they just didn't. By the time I'd read 4, I was kind of over it. It didn't really keep my interest. The Campers and Criminals series by Karina Moss, or no, by Tanya Kappas, sorry, by Tanya Kappas. And I like her, and I like her style of writing, but by the time I'd read a few of them, again, I was kind of over it. So I moved on from that one. Trying to think if there's any other ones. There was a few other ones. One was the Supper Club Mysteries. I only read a couple of those and didn't continue. Um, yeah, I'm sure there's more, but those are the ones I can think of anyway. So some I won't continue with, but there are a lot that I will. Oh, another one was the Cleopatra Fox Mysteries. And I really thought I was in for the long haul with that one. I probably read, I'd say 9 of them. And then one day I just didn't care anymore. I don't know why. I just stopped. But maybe I'll go back to that one, but I don't think so. And I have to tell you this cute little story before I'm done. So I've got on my Reindeer Games Mistletoe Maine shirt from the Christmas Tree Mystery Series, and I was in the elevator at my apartment building, and one of the neighbors saw it, and she said, I said something about it being from a book, and she's was reading it, I guess, and but she thought it said mistletoe me instead of mistletoe Maine, and she was like, "Well, I don't really want to mistletoe you," and it's like, no. And then it wasn't until I got back in my apartment that I realized what she meant by that. So when she saw the ME for Maine, go this. I never know. I'm always backwards on the camera. But anyway, when she saw the ME for Maine, she thought it was me. So anyway, that was my confusion. So that is it for me. I still have a ton of videos I need to do for you. I haven't done my TBR for January yet. It's coming. I just don't know what to put on it yet. Yeah, I just haven't decided. I may stuff it with the books I've been, dying to read and just they don't fit anywhere. I don't know. And then what else did I need to do? Oh, and then what I've been reading. I haven't done an update in quite a while, so I also need to do that. So all of that's coming, but that's it for today. And I hope that somewhere in the chaos of the holidays that you manage to find a little cozy nook and you can find a good book to read and maybe a cat to cuddle. All right. So hope you have a great day, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.